Welcome to another episode of The Latest with Maya. Today, I am happy to have a conversation with the band The Dirty Turkeys. Thank you so much for being on my show. I'm very excited to be talking with you all.
Yes.
Thank you, Maya.
Um, so what do you find to be the biggest challenge with creating music in the age of social media?
Kai?
I think we always talk about how back in the day, if you liked a band and you wanted to listen to their music, you either had to buy their vinyl, see them live, or hear them on the radio. And either way, um, the band is making money and they're getting exposure. And nowadays, I think there's some crazy number of like 10,000 songs or something is uploaded to Spotify every day. And so there's a lot to compete with nowadays because music is so accessible. Um, it's just very different than how it used to be.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Is there a song, either yours or someone else's, that always makes you want to turn it up and just sing along?
Mm.
Oh yeah, for me right now, it's been some Frank Sinatra songs. It's just been really getting me excited, cranking my dial every time I hear Frank Sinatra.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
There's plenty of new bands that are coming out that they'll make music and I'll just kind of puts a big smile on my face because it's exactly what I want to hear. People making like bands like Persona 749 and The Thing are who I'm thinking about. There's kind of this new uh music influenced by lyrics that like perhaps Lou Reed or Mick Jagger would have written, but then they add on this interesting kind of like space cadet rock and roll. Um, but yeah, new music that's coming out has been very uh, wonderful for me because it's exactly what I want to hear.
Yeah, I agree. I think that there's a lot of bands out there that are doing a similar thing, and when you find a band that is pushing boundaries and creating unique sounds and kind of just bands that have a little bit of mystery to them, I really enjoy. And um, yeah, there's definitely more popping up as we move along.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've had MGK's newest album on repeat since it came out.
Mm.
So
nice.
yeah.
Great.
Yeah. And is there an artist or a song that you consider to be the gold standard when it comes to songwriting and storytelling?
I recently saw Neil Young at Fiddler's Green a couple days ago, and I think the song Harvest Moon is the essence of a perfect song. It's very melodic. It's got great vocals. It feels like you're
Go.
swimming
Hey, come here.
swimming through the
Dust.
stars.
Go.
Beggar, mute
Sorry, my
yourself.
dog's just fucking.
But yeah, I think that song is just, and then the lyrics to back it just add the icing on top of the cake.
Oh, cool. I love that.
Hmm.
I think that uh, going off of what I was saying earlier, probably the most out there kind of gold standard song I would say would be the Soft Parade by the Doors. It kind of makes me feel like I'm in a play in a song. There's like theatrical parts to it. There's poetic parts. There's musical parts. There's every emotion in there: happiness, sadness, everything in between.
Oh, I love that.
I think that um recently uh songs with lyrics that kind of paint a picture in my head are really at the forefront of my mind. I'm thinking of like Angus and Julia Stone. Um, they have a song called Paper Aeroplane, and it just paints a picture of like somebody making a paper airplane and like what kind of journey it goes on. Almost like a children's book, which really uh, is my favorite kind of writing currently.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Um, so do you have any pre-show rituals to get you ready to perform?
Yeah, for me, I like to talk to strangers and talk to the audience and just get comfortable with speaking and then find a calm place to kind of visualize the performance um, and put some confidence into myself. And then as a band, for a lot of the shows on our past tour, we would go into the van all together and do a group gang breathwork session. Yeah.
For me, I really like to dance, get my body used to like feeling music. Um, like to listen to my favorite songs, go on a walk, perhaps. It's a good idea though, Russ. You kind of go in the audience and talk to everybody.
Yeah, try it out, man.
We'll have to try it out, yeah.
I'm kind of the opposite of Jay in that way. I like to have the audience be a surprise when I come out and I have everything kind of hit me at once. I like to be alone, usually in the green room, drinking tequila, getting calming my nerves a bit, and doing some vocal warm-ups before we do our gang breathwork session.
You're nebulizing too, right?
Nebulizing, yes, nebulizing.
Wow. Yeah. So if you had a warning label, what would yours say?
A warning label?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Mm, good question.
Warning, you may climax.
Interesting. Um, that's a really good question. Warning. So I say warning, slippery when wet. That'd probably be mine.
I agree with those.
I think I'll speak for Ties. Ties would probably be warning 99% chance I smell really, really bad. That's, there's always a 1% though that he doesn't smell bad, but
This is for the whole show though, Brad. This isn't specific.
I know.
Yeah.
Um, so what is the biggest obstacle you've overcome?
Mm,
Great question.
For me, it was the transition of going from school into being on the road. It was kind of like a difficult uh, way, and I kind of had to accept like what was going on, and now I'm extremely excited about it. But at first, I was a little confused and not sure. But yeah, that was the biggest obstacle for me.
I think going off that, taking that leap into not doing this as a hobby and doing it as more of a profession and taking it seriously is an obstacle because there's not a lot of people who do that. So there's not, like Sam was saying, going from either doing like a job or doing school into being a full-time musician is definitely something that not a lot of people do and there's like a stigma around as well. So going into that it was a bit challenging.
Yeah, I think for me, on this past tour is kind of just with the new songwriting and everything is figuring out where we sit in the musical world as a band and where we can really
One second.
excel as a band, and where we are unique and different than other bands in performance aspects and in musical aspects.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, so I am pop culture obsessed and I go on stages of shows that I cannot stop watching. Is there a show that you are currently obsessed with?
Like a
Mm,
TV show.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was just talking to Brad about this the other day. There's this TV show called Daisy Jones and the Six,
Oh yeah.
and it's not, it's like loosely based on Fleetwood Mac and their upbringing, and that was inspiring me because back in the day, same kind of thing with the Spotify thing. If you wanted to get your music to a record label executive or like an agency or a manager or something, you had to either go into their office and try to talk to them in person, or you had to like give them a phone call, or you had to send like a physical CD into them. And it talks about that in in the show. Because like nowadays we'll just send emails and like hopefully they get back and stuff like that. But back in the day, you had to put in a lot more effort, and gave me some perspective on kind of how nice and easy we have it today.
Yeah.
I've been liking a show called Nathan for You, which is comedic show, which I find quite funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really watch too many shows, but in the past, I think it would be cool to be a part of the show Lost.
Yeah, I love Daisy Jones and the Six, and my best friend actually one of his favorite shows is Nathan for You. So when he
Really?
was visiting, yeah, he would I hadn't seen it, so he was showing me some episodes.
Yeah, it's
And
a specific type of comedy, but
yeah,
it's one of those that the more you watch it, the funnier it gets.
yeah, it's very funny.
I like your room, by the way. I like all your photos.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Thank you.
Who's that cut out of behind you?
Oh, that's
Is that
Ariana
Ariana
Grande.
Grande? Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Nice.
Yeah.
That's sweet. We'll have to get you a Dirty Turkeys cut out.
I would love that.
We'll send it over to you.
Yeah, it will definitely be going in my room. So
Sweet.
yeah. And yeah, it will be in the background. So
Nice.
yeah. So what genre of movie would your life story be told as?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Really good questions.
Thank
That's
you.
a great question.
I'd say I comedy for myself. Not taking things a little too seriously. Nice and light. You can find humor with everything.
Yeah, I love that. I definitely, yeah, agree. There's always something funny and
Yeah.
yeah.
Even in the moment, if it doesn't seem funny, it, you can always find comedic humor behind everything.
Yeah, Brad, I feel like yours would be like a Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah, just like everything's all bright and
Strange.
I think mine would be a acid western film
Mm,
because there's or like a spaghetti western. Acid western, spaghetti western. I
yeah,
align,
mine,
I align with a lot of those themes, and there's also a good comedic aspect to the
Hmm.
films.
it would definitely be like an adventure film as well.
That's what yours would be.
Probably, yeah. Like a comedic adventure, but like I don't
Like,
know, a little bit of depth in there, you know.
Nice.
Ties. What would ties be?
I would be like
Reality TV show. No, his would also be an adventure film, I think,
yeah.
for sure.
it's like a confusing plot.
I like those. I yeah. Yeah. I've always wanted mine to be a musical rom-com. So
Oh, nice.
Mm.
um so is there a song that you are currently obsessed with?
Yes.
Yeah. You go first, Sam.
The song, actually, you go first, Brad. I'm gonna change my answer.
Mm, Russ, you go first. Let me think longer.
Um. hmm, I'm trying to think.
My song is "The Suburbs" by Arcade Fire. It's a
Mm,
very
Hmm.
interesting story. It kind of talks about. It really paints a good picture of like um what's the old like a Romeo and Juliet story, but it's about this like apocalyptic kind of fight between two neighborhoods, and the
mm.
two people get kind of separated from each other, and they're standing on like different shores. And I was just so impressed with how that image was almost directly printed into my imagination. So yeah, it was very great imagery and just a good song overall.
Nice. I've really been enjoying the song "My Love" by Marty Robbins.
Mm.
It's a gunfighter ballad, and I've the past few weeks I've kind of been spent going on the road and traveling through different landscapes, a lot of them like vast western mountains and deserts, and that song is about riding a pony through the vast landscapes of the West.
Mm. Mine would be "Waiting for the Bus," Violent Femmes song. Oh, nice.
Oh, can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Very simple song about waiting for the bus, and yeah, I enjoy the simplicity and the songwriting behind that concept because we're all just waiting for the bus at the end of the day.
Really.
Ty, what's that JoJo Siwa song you sent me the other
Yeah, so mine would actually be "Let's Get Up and Dance" by JoJo Siwa.
day?
Mine would probably be "Shelter from the Storm" by Bob Dylan.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I love those. Yeah. Yeah. There's well, like I said, I've been obsessed with MGK's new album, and then
Ty
there's
loves Ty loves MGK.
yeah, he okay. I could just like I won't go down that road of just I just love him. I'm such a fan of his. So but yeah, I've had his album on repeat daily. And then there's a duo called If So What For that recently released their debut EP that I've had on repeat as well. So
Awesome. I
yeah.
need to check it out. I haven't listened to that. I need to check it.
Yeah, both are so good. So
Mm.
yeah. I highly recommend them. Um, so if you had the opportunity to put a message on a billboard for everyone to see, what would it be?
Mm. Where is this billboard located?
Wherever you want.
Mm.
I would probably like put the words just do you or like create something like that because I think people need to express more. I think it would help a lot out.
Yeah, I like
You're
that.
muted, Joe.
Live, laugh, love.
Nice. I'd probably say, probably look up, get off your phone, just look up, enjoy the sky, enjoy the scenery.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like all of those. I would like to see those billboards.
Or listen to the Dirty Turkeys on Spotify would also probably
Oh
be
yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so what is something people are always surprised to learn about you, either each of you individually or as a band?
And there's a lot of shock when people learn that me and Jay are brothers. A lot of people know it, but sometimes, after the shows or stuff, we'll be talking to people, and it's always a shock for people to know.
Yeah, a lot of people are always surprised that we're largely self-taught as well. A lot of people can't really fathom that sometimes, you know. Um, but um, yeah, a lot of people are shocked about Ty's just behavior on stage in general. Yeah, he acts very animalistic.
People are also A lot of people will come to me after shows and ask if I'm on drugs during the show, during while we're playing. When I tell them no, there is a shock value to that response as well.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so, who in your life has had the biggest impact on how you choose to live?
Mm.
I would say definitely mother and father in regards to general life ethics and morals. And then in regards to exploration and traveling, I don't really know. I think definitely was inspired by some of Brad's early travels to get out there and travel. But Brad, who are you inspired from to travel?
I think that me and Jay have a good push and pull of inspiration off of each other. I know sometimes when I'm not feeling like my best self, I'll reflect on stuff that me and him have done together, or think about how he would tackle certain problems. So it's definitely one of mine. And then I think it's also important, like how we're raised as well dictates the outlook on your life, and not having having the ability to pursue your dreams and having supportive family behind that is very important.
Yeah.
I would say I used to have two black labs, and they kind of taught me how to treat people because they have such unconditional love, the like dogs do, and often you kind of just don't pay attention to that. You don't know how, uh, or you don't give as much attention perhaps to the dogs that they deserve, just because I mean they're not like a human, but something switched and I was like, oh, this is the same thing. It's the same kind of love. So kind of understanding that relationship through a different animal, um, kind of projected into my own life in a very healthy way.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Um, and so I just have one final question for you. Um, so I love inspiring and motivational quotes, and this week the one that spoke to me is by Atticus. And I think it's beautiful the way you sparkle when you talk about the things you love. Um, is there a quotation that has
Mm.
inspired you lately?
I I have this taped to my mirror. I've always enjoyed the quote, "Don't go gentle into that good night, rage, rage against the dying of the light," which is a Dylan Thomas quote.
Oh, I love,
I've had that taped on my mirror since I was a sophomore in high school.
oh, I love that.
Yeah. You're muted, Russ.
Sorry. I was recently inspired by a quote by Aleister Crowley, and it is, "Do what thou wilt."
I like that one. Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
It means to me like
Serious.
it means to me kind of, do what you want.
Nice.
Uh, I've been I've been into quotes that kind of just talk about um like letting go and be the universe will reward you for taking risks on its behalf.
Mm,
I really like that. Fortune favors the brave sort of idea.
mm.
Yeah. I like all of those. Yeah. Um, that was my final question for you guys. Um, Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Anytime. That was a blast. Appreciate
Yeah.
you.
Those are great questions.
Yeah,
Those are
really good
great.
questions.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, thank you so much again for taking the time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
You
Have a
too.
great
Hope to
day.
see you at a show or something. We'd
Thank you.
love to meet you in person.
I would love that. Yeah. Thank you so much again. And that's a wrap on today's edition of The Latest with Maya.